Welcome back, gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again on Pure Stoic Truth, the channel where grounded wisdom meets real masculine strength. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson that could change your life. In our last video, 10 signs she secretly thinks you're attractive, but won't admit it. We uncovered the hidden language women use when they're drawn to you, not with words, but with actions, with glances, with silence. Today, we're flipping that script. Because attraction is one thing, but loyalty is another. Let's start with 3 hard truths most men wish they'd known sooner. Some betrayals don't leave lipstick stains. They leave emotional scars. Some women don't cheat with their bodies first. They cheat with their attention. And some red flags don't wave, they whisper. And by the time you hear them clearly, it's already too late. So, let me ask you, have you ever dropped her off, watched her smile, watched her kiss you goodnight, and yet, deep down, something inside you is screaming? No evidence, no texts, no lipstick on another man's collar. Just that silent voice in your gut whispering, she's no longer yours. You might have been right. Because not all betrayal is loud. Sometimes, it starts in her heart, long before it reaches someone else's bed. And sadly, most men learn this truth the hard way. Not because they were weak, but because they believed in loyalty more than the person they gave it to. If that's ever been you, if you've ever been the man who gave everything to a woman, quietly keeping her options open, then what you're about to hear may feel hauntingly familiar. Because yes, there are patterns. And yes, some types of women cheat more than others. This isn't about blaming. It's about clarity. It's about protecting your heart before you spend another year loving someone who's already halfway out the door. So today, we're breaking it down, the 5 types of women most likely to cheat, and how to recognize them before your loyalty is shattered beyond repair. What we're about to reveal may hurt, but it could also set you free. Let's begin with the chameleon. She's the woman who becomes exactly what you want, until she no longer needs to. At first, she seems perfect. You tell her you admire old school loyalty. She says, "Same here." You mention you're into Stoic philosophy. Suddenly, she's quoting Marcus Aurelius. You hit the gym. Now she's in yoga leggings every time she sees you. She doesn't just mirror your values. She mirrors your identity, your dreams, even your music taste. It feels like she finally gets you. But here's the brutal truth. She's not building with you. She's blending into you. She's not loyal to any one man. She's loyal to the power in the room. And when your power slips, when life hits hard, she adapts to the next dominant presence she finds. In the next part, we'll break down exactly how to spot the chameleon before she changes her colors, and expose the other 4 types who carry the highest risk of betrayal. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming. We just uncovered the truth behind the chameleon, the woman who mirrors your every word, value, and move, until the day she doesn't. Now let's continue and meet the next types you need to be wary of, because what comes next is more seductive and more dangerous. Let's talk about the second type. Second, the eternal flirt. She doesn't just crave attention, she feeds off it. And once your strength wavers, once your presence isn't enough, she'll quietly begin to mirror someone else. You'll think something's wrong with you, but the truth is, she never truly knew who she was in the first place. A woman without a solid sense of identity will always chase reflections, not foundations. And when she cheats, she won't shed tears. She justify it with vague phrases like, "We drifted apart," or "I felt emotionally disconnected." But in truth, she simply aligned with someone else's gravity, and the signs were always there. She steps into a room and instantly gauges her effect. You'll see it in the way her eyes scan for validation, in how she holds her phone, in the way she chats up the bartender as if they're lifelong friends. You'll tell yourself, she's just friendly. But deep down, something tugs at your gut. You sense she needs to be seen constantly. That alone isn't cheating. But when attention becomes oxygen, betrayal becomes justifiable in her. And when it happens, she won't call it cheating. She'll call it chemistry, or an emotional spark, or worst of all, it just happened. You'll catch her texting old flings, giggling too much at another guy's jokes, or casually joking, "If I ever cheated on you, you'd never find out." That's not flirtation, that's a flare. A warning. See, the eternal flirt doesn't cheat because she's evil. Asterisk, she cheats because she needs to feel desired, even if it means setting fire to everything around her, just to feel warm for a moment. Now, the third type, the wounded wanderer. She confuses chaos with connection. And at first you feel like her savior. She's broken. She tells you so. Maybe her last relationship was abusive. Maybe her father walked out. Maybe she sobs in your arms and whispers, "You're the only man who's ever made me feel safe." And you feel like the hero. But what you're actually building isn't love. It's a rescue mission. And here's where the danger lies. The moment your strength falters, the moment life punches you in the gut and you stumble, she look for another savior. Not because she's evil, but because she's unhealed. She's addicted to intensity, to highs and lows, to emotional roller coasters and dramatic twists. And yes, even to cheating, but not for sex, for escape. A way to rewrite her narrative. A desperate attempt to feel alive again. Here's the sad truth. You cannot love someone into stability. She has to choose peace herself. And until she does, every relationship she touches becomes nothing more than a temporary patch over a wound she refuses to face. Stay with me, brother, because in the final part, we'll confront the last two types, women whose betrayals may be wrapped in laughter or hidden behind kindness, but whose red flags are just as real. And more importantly, we'll show you how to spot them before they ever get the chance to betray your loyalty. Shall we continue? Picking up from where we left off, we just unmasked the chaotic heartbreakers, the ones who confuse drama with love and mistake your strength for a rescue boat. But now, let's shift the lens to the final two types, the most entitled and emotionally evasive. Number 4, the "I deserve better" woman. Asterisk, she's not loyal to love. She's loyal to what love can give her. This woman speaks often and loudly about what she deserves. Not based on effort, not based on growth, but purely on entitlement. You plan a thoughtful date? She says it's not fancy enough. You give her your time? She wants gifts. You open your heart? She accuses you of being too emotional. And if life ever hits you hard, financially, mentally, emotionally, she doesn't stay. She starts scanning for someone she believes is more on her level. When she cheats, it's not seen as betrayal. To her, it's an upgrade. This is not a woman who sees relationships as a sacred partnership. No, she sees them as ladders. And if she has to climb on your back to reach the next rung, she'll do it without guilt, without apology. No tears, just another filtered Instagram caption about becoming the woman she was always meant to be. Run. Number 5. The emotional gymnast. She always lands on her feet and always has an excuse. She's the master of justification. In her mind, cheating is never her fault. You weren't attentive enough. You didn't grow with her. You made her feel unseen. She'll spin every situation into a narrative where she's the victim, and her betrayal? Just a reaction to how you failed her. She say you were too cold, or ironically, too kind. Maybe too busy. But the truth is, she started preparing the escape route the moment she met you. To her, men aren't human beings, they're emotional lifeboats. And when the tides of real commitment rise too high, she jumps and blames the ocean. Now let's be clear. This isn't about blaming women. This is about clarity. When you finally recognize your own worth, you stop trying to fix what was never yours to repair. You stop chasing loyalty from people who don't even value their own promises. So, if any of this hits close to home, walk away. Not with bitterness, but with a vow. A vow to stand tall. To protect your peace. To never again seek validation in chaos. And remember this, silence is power. Loyalty is rare. Your soul like it's the last real thing left on this earth. Because in a world of noise and masks, it just might be. Subscribe if you're done being played. Comment Stoic if you're choosing strength, and prepare yourself. Because in the next video, we're revealing the uncomfortable truth, the truth about unfaithful women and what they don't want you to see. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and I'll see you there. *.